Here's Prescott. Over the middle, fire, caught, Ceedee with them. Touchdown, Dallas.
D over here at BT Media, talking all things Dallas Cowboys and other NFL news. Do me a favor, before I get started, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell so you'll know anytime we're talking about the Cowboys over here on the channel. Whew, Cowboy Nation, last night, I couldn't even make a video. I was just stressed because we barely squeezed out of that one, but hey, we got out of there with the dub. That's all that matters. I don't know what happened with the referees and people not reporting and all that. All I know is when it was called on us in Philly, it wasn't as controversial. So I don't want to hear nothing about nobody not reporting. Even if he didn't report, even if he did report, it was still an illegal formation, and they did throw 2 flags on the play. So usually you'll hear Shannon Sharp say that you can't complain about flags. But last night on the nightcap, he was talking about how that flag, we want to hear about this flag, man, please. Because when it happened to the Cowboys, y'all know what y'all say? Cowboys gonna cowboy. So the Lions lined it up. They messed it up because even after that, you went for it 2 more times instead of kicking for the extra point and taking it into overtime, which is something that you could have did. So I don't want to hear nothing about the Cowboys got help. That was just arrogance by Dan Campbell. After it didn't work out in your favor, you should have kicked the extra point and took it into overtime and trusted that your team could have got the win. But you went for it 3 times, and on the second time, you threw an interception. That third time, even Micah helped you on the next one because Micah came outside. Man, we need him to be better in clutch situations. That's all I'm going to say. Because you was one-on-one with Penei Sewell on that last drive, and you didn't get to the quarterback. Man, you know, if he held you, I don't know. I didn't see it, but Penei did a good job against you on that last drive. So, Micah, and then you jumped off sides, bro, on an interception. So that was really on Dan Campbell for being arrogant and not just being smarter also, and not just being, and not just kicking the extra point, taking it into overtime and trusting that your team can get the win there. But that's not what you did. You wanted to show, I'm the coach, I'm the tough coach, I'm the tough-minded coach, and we here to win this game. And you cost your team the game because of something you wanted to do. Your team played good enough to win that game, and they put you in position to take it into an extra quarter, even after we made you turn over the ball with 2 minutes left. And you took the game from your team because we don't know what would have happened in overtime. Aiden Hutchinson was playing out of his mind. I like that dude. Anzalone playing out of his mind, just like I expected them to do. They was on the run game all night. They was one of the best. We've played against some of the best run defenses all year. So it's been hard to get our run going. The Eagles been one of the best run defenses all year. You know what I mean? We played them twice. So it's been hard to get our run game going because we have played some good defenses this year. But the Detroit Lions came to play. Both teams came to play. This is the kind of games you're going to be playing in January. So don't complain about how close it was. This is the kind of games you need to be winning right now because these are how playoff games go. You rarely see a blowout in a playoff game unless it's somebody who, like last year, Tampa Bay limped into the playoffs and we blew them out at their own field. So if we have to go play Tampa Bay, be looking for them to be a little, revenge spirited to get back at us because we did them bad on their own field in the playoffs last year. which Baker Mayfield can't get away from us. If you're a quarterback that cannot get away from us, it's going to be a long night. We're going to make you throw the ball quicker than you want to. Jared Goff really threw 3 interceptions. Just Micah came across, you know. And that gave them an extra play on there, which I don't believe. Even if he catch that ball, I don't believe he get in the end zone because Jaron Kearse was right there. Again, he should have took the extra point and won the game. But the stats in the game, Jared Goff, 19 for 34, 271 yards, 1 TD, 2 interceptions. David Montgomery, 14 carries, 65 yards, 4.5 yard average for a TD. Jahmyr Gibbs, 15 carries, 43 yards, 2.9 yards per carry. And most of that yardage came on that big run he had. So we did a really good job on the run, especially in the first half. But Amon-Ra St. Brown, he had 1 carry for 11 yards. Jameson Williams had 1 carry for 6 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown receiving 6 catches for 90 yards, 15-yard average, 1 TD. Sam Laporta, the rookie, 7 catches for 84 yards, a 12-yard average. A lot of his yards came on that last drive, too. We was on Sam all night. J-Ron and the boys, they did a pretty good job on Sam into that last drive. Jameson Williams, 2 catches for 69 yards, but he had 1 63-yard catch, which I don't remember seeing him back in the game after that, so I hope he all right. And Dorsey with 1 catch for 31 yards, and Josh Reynolds with 1 catch for 13. Raymond, 1 catch for 11. Cowboys, Mr. Dak Prescott, 25 for 38, 345 yards, a 9-yard average, 2 TDs, 1 interception, 63 QBR, and a 103 rating. Tony Pollard, 16 carries for 49 yards, 3.1 yards a carry. I seen some tough runs out of Tony last night. Tony had some tough runs last night. I appreciate it. But we still got to get rolling, man. And the blocking ain't been that well either. The blocking hadn't been that well either, you know. So, CeeDee Lamb had 1 carry for 5 yards. Dak Prescott, 2 carries for 5 yards. Deuce, 2 carries for 2 yards. He really didn't get that many touches. I want to see Deuce get. I'd like the screenplay to Deuce, you know. And receiving, CeeDee Lamb went crazy last night, and now he the franchise record holder for the most catches and the most yards in a season for our receivers, especially in the 88 club. That's great. Broke 2 of Michael Irvin records last night. So 13 catches for 227 yards, a 17-yard average, and 1 TD with 1 long 92-yard catch. Brandon Cooks, 5 catches for 60 yards, 12-yard average, and a 1 TD. And Jake Ferguson, Big Fergie, 4 catches, 33 yards, an 8-yard average. Deuce Vaughn, 1 catch, 10 yards. Jalen Tolbert, 1 catch, 9 yards. Hendershot, 1 catch, 6 yards. And I'm about tired of Hendershot. I don't know why he just come back and get out of Schoonmaker snaps. Like, Schoon might have been dropping the ball, but he wasn't getting a lot of stupid penalties either. Like, I don't think Hendershot has deserved the snaps that he been getting so far this season, to tell you the truth, just because he back. And he been making a lot of mistakes since he been back. Holding calls, dropping the ball. Like, I don't know. We need to see more out of Peyton Hendershot. We need to see smarter play out of Peyton Hendershot. But, and we need to see some smarter coaching at the end of the game. I understand that we trying to put him away, coach. But we cannot afford to keep teams in the games just by bad clock management. I don't care if Hendershot did. If we started off running, Hendershot got us behind the sticks, and coach really didn't want to give the ball back. So I understand his thinking right there, but it's like, and I understand him trying to play to the defense. Even if you're trying to play to the defense, just keep it in field goal range. Just run as much time off the clock, and if Brandon missed a long field goal, he missed a long field goal, but we make them use their timeouts. Yes, they have some field left to work with, but they still need a touchdown. You know what I mean? And I think our defense could have stopped them. We stopped them in short yardage situations all night long. So That's all I want to see from Coach. That's the one mistake I seen Coach make. I like how he stayed with the run, even though it wasn't successful as we want it to be. You have to stick with it, even just to keep the defense looking for it. You know what I mean? And I feel like Tony has some tough runs. He had some good blocks last night in the backfield on some blitzes and on some helps that he had to give to the tackle. So I appreciate Tony's performance last night. It just, I wish we were running the ball better. You know what I mean? We got to start blocking better up front. I'm hoping Tyler Smith okay. I'm hoping we can get him ready for the playoffs. I'm hoping it's not a situation where he's out multiple weeks. But they said he got up and walked off the field, and maybe with the playoffs right around the corner, and maybe with the game going how it went last night, maybe they just felt like we can win without Tyler, and maybe we'll have him back next week or ready for that first round of the playoffs. But it's been a good season, man. We 11-5 now. I figured we'd be about 12-5, 13-4. You know what I mean? Just like we've been, but none of that is gonna matter here in 2 weeks. None of that is gonna matter. Us barely beating the Lions, losing Arizona, blown out by the Bills and the 49ers. You in the playoffs, you still managed to get in the playoffs with all the adversity you faced this year. So none of this is going to matter in a couple of weeks, Cowboy Nation. All we're going to care about is how they perform in the games that they have in front of them come January. That's what we want to see. We want to see y'all come out on top like this when it really, really, really matters. Whether it's the 49ers, the Eagles, Tampa Bay, we don't care who it is. We want to see the same fight that we've seen the last 2 weeks. Even though you came up short last week, you played a good game in Miami. Offensively, we did. You made some mistakes to take it from yourself. And you almost did the same thing tonight, because without the mistakes, we blow these guys out on our field. We really do. If Ceedee don't drop the ball, that's 14-3. And I believe we score on that drive where Dak threw the pick, but I don't think he saw the safety back there. He was scrambling around a little bit. So QB1 still been keeping the ball safe, still been keeping the ball out of harm's way. I will shout out Aiden Hutchinson, though, man. That dude went crazy. And he had some big sacks on third down last night. So shout out to them. And the rookie, Sam Laporta, he had a good last drive. Like, he dropped a couple of balls. He was being covered pretty well. So he kept his head and, fought to the end. I know a lot of people don't know who I'm talking about, but shout out my boy Will. I know he be checking out the videos. I got a partner named Will from Detroit. Sorry, man. I hate it went like that for y'all at the end, but hey, man, them boys pull out the dub, and that's all I'm worried about. But I know you happy about how your line is doing this year, so congratulations, fam, on winning the NFC North. I know it's been a minute. But our Cowboys still chasing this NFC East. We want to see if the Eagles going to come out and handle their business against the little man, Kyler Murray. Please, Kyler. Come on, baby. Come on, Kyler Murray. I know chasing him around is not fun for nobody. So if Kyler can move around and make a couple of big plays against that secondary, it's going to get hard on him. So we'll see how today's matchups go. I'll do a review of the matchups tomorrow. I'm going to sit back and relax and watch these games today. Unstressed, not worried about who win and who lose today. I hope the Eagles lose. That's the only team I'm worried about losing is the Eagles. And if the Cardinals can squeeze it out and make them have to play next week, that's going to be awesome. But yeah, man, my prediction was wrong. I predicted us to win 34-24, but hey, man, both defenses came to play, and it came down really to our defense having to win it for us when last week they couldn't get it done. I know this boosted their confidence that right there on the goal line, even if that was a bad call, they still had 2 chances to get it. We gave them another chance with the offside, and we still came out on top. So big ups to the Cowboys, man, and it was a great night. Jimmy Johnson got inducted. I loved the whole ceremony, and I couldn't wait to hear him say that. How about the Cowboys, man? Because there's no way you can lose on that night, man. There's just no way you can lose on the night Jimmy Johnson finally go into the Ring of Honor. So I'm really happy for our guys. I'm happy that we got the win, but we need to clean up some things, man. That coverage on that last drive was really, really soft, and I just think we didn't want to give them a big play, but we ended up giving them every play was a chunk play. So I would like to see our defense play a little bit better on the, on those last 2-minute situations like that. But all in all, we got the dub. We 11-5, and we still got one more game. If the Eagles drop this game today, we in first place, and all we have to do is win next week. So let's go Cardinals. And how about them Cowboys? 11-5 with another 10+ win season, man. And even though Mike McCarthy did blunder on that last drive last night, we've had a good season. We've had a good season, and he's been a good coach for us, and he really been dialing it up offensively. So just clean these things up in the playoffs, some of these late game management blunders, clock blunders, and I think we'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? It didn't cost us the game, so just calm down. You know what I mean? It's something you can correct. Next time, all you have to do is call a run play. So Cowboy Nation, calm down. It was a heated situation. Coach just wanted to put the game away, and it didn't work out that way, and Dak even said that was on him. So let's just be happy with the dub. Be happy that you squeezed out, because if this was a playoff game, you wouldn't even be worried about it. You know what I mean? You wouldn't even be worried about the fact that even happened. So we got the dub. If we'd have blown them out, that would have been better. But because I feel like we should have, I feel like we was moving the ball so well through the air, we could have blew them out. But they was finding ways to get off the field. So good game. Shout out to both teams. Great game. Shout out to the Lions. Y'all really are for real this year, man. I've been kind of questioning y'all in some of my previous videos, but, man, you keep Jared Goff clean, he'll still kill you. But that's my thoughts on the game, man. Appreciate you watching the video, man. Comment, subscribe, man. I still trying to get this channel to grow, man. I still want to get out there in Cowboy Nation and share my feelings and thoughts and, excitement for the game with everybody out there in Cowboy Nation. So I appreciate everybody who have been watching the videos, the family. Happy New Year. I'm Big D here at Big D Media. And as always, go Cowboys.